As a Colson Fellow, that's been the baseline or the benchmark for me, bleeding biblical worldview everywhere I go. I'm Mitch Friedman. I live here in the Austin, Texas area, and I'm on staff at North Lake Church, a non-denominational Bible church. Some of the challenges that came out of my pastoral ministry were born in the same challenges I had as a believer personally. How do I answer the cultural mandates of the day that are rooted not in biblical faith, but in secularism and just a desire for autonomy in the individual? And I saw the outcomes in individual lives and family lives as the dis-ease of what's going on in culture affected the faith of the common believer and shipwrecked many of them. I'm not sure if you've heard this expression before, but we pastors know it very well. A mist in the pulpit is a fog in the congregation. So when it comes to equipping the church in this cultural moment with a reliable biblical worldview, most pastors from the pulpit aren't even equipped. So their best efforts to help alleviate the terror and the accommodation are lacking because of a lack of equipping, grounding, clarity, confidence, and courage in their own ministries. As a Colson Fellow, that's been probably the baseline or the benchmark for me, being all in, if you will, and bleeding biblical worldview everywhere I go. My 3-year plan, my ministry plan as a Colson Fellow included, hey, I'm gonna round up as many pastors as I can. I'm gonna get out my ministry lasso and bring these guys into a pastor's alignment with the Colson Fellows program. It was transformational for these guys. You could just see them, there's just release of tension as they realize there are other sets of tools and perspectives other than what I've just been doing again and again, over and over again, wash, rinse, repeat, of the same types of messaging with the same types of propositions. It was just so satisfying. And then at Wilberforce weekend this past year, just being up there with those guys and being able to congratulate them as they were commissioned was so satisfying. And recognizing that each of those guys is going back into their pulpit with less of a mist and therefore more of a solid offering for the people that they serve when it comes to answering the challenges of the day. So as a church leader, my desire for the average person in the body, the person who calls themselves a Christian and is distressed by events in culture, is that they become a student of God's Word and the reality that God has told a grand story in every movement of the biblical text that allows for solid, immovable, winsome faith, knowing they have nothing to lose, nothing to risk, and everything to gain by offering beautiful gospel ideas in place of toxic ideas.